Wesley Bowes, Ivy Tech Community College, Columbus, Indiana, Com 101. How many of you here today have a full ride scholarship to a college for an associate's degree? How many of you would like to have a full ride scholarship for an associate's degree? That's why I'm here to talk to you today at your career day, and that's what I have to offer through the United Brotherhood of Carpenters Joint Apprenticeship Training Fund. Do you want to get paid to learn? Do you want to make money and also advance your education at the same time? The whole time that you're doing that, would you also like to have health insurance? Would you like to try to be started towards investment in a pension plan for your retirement? That's what we have to offer to you. I graduated from the same program that I'm talking to you about in 2000. I have my associate's degree through the Ivy Tech Community College. It's an associate's in applied science. And I am currently working towards a bachelor's degree in vocational education. During that whole time of apprenticeship, I made good money. I started out, my first year, I made about $30,000, and towards the end of my fourth year, I was making up towards $55,000 a year. And I was able to sustain a good living with my family, my 2 kids, my wife, have a house payment, truck payment, all while I was going to college the whole time. It's a 4-year apprenticeship school. At the end of the 4 years, you receive the associate's degree, a Department of Labor certificate, and a journeyman status card. But today I'm going to briefly compare and contrast the differences between a non-union carpenter career path and a union carpenter career path. I'm going to be specific in education, pay scale, and benefit. Most of the world thinks that construction workers are of below average intelligence, and nothing could be further from the truth. Matter of fact, you have to be very intelligent in order to put these buildings together square, plumb, and level. The DOL states on their website, if you look on the Department of Labor's website, they have career paths, and if you look under the carpentry career path, it says, carpenters with all-around skills will have better opportunities for steady work than carpenters who can perform only a few simple and routine tasks. So, carpenters with more education are going to be able to work longer than carpenters with very little education. So, I want to talk about the non-union methods of training. The most general way is on-the-job training, or the carpenter's helper. A young person just gets out of school, gets on with a contractor, a non-union contractor, and they're out there helping pick up the job site, helping move material from one way to another. They're pretty much a laborer, wouldn't be considered a carpenter, because they're not going to start fastening things until that carpenter feels that this young person understands what is going on, and then they can start making cuts with the saw table. They can start putting together rafters, things of that nature. Or you could go and pay a school like Vincennes University, even Ivy Tech State College. You can go and pay for an education in carpentry technology. So therefore you would be going to school just like any other college student, paying your way, paying that tuition, and learning how to become a carpenter and not actually working at it on the job. The union, we are the same way. Most of our job is learned on the job training. But you come to apprenticeship school 4 weeks out of the year for 4 years. So So a total of 16 weeks. And during that time, or during the rest of that time, you're available to go out and work and earn a living. The only time that you're not available to go to work is whenever you're scheduled to be in school. During that time, the school is giving you mathematical courses. We're giving you theory courses on different forms of carpentry, commercial carpentry, residential carpentry. You can break those down into interior systems. You can break those down into concrete, custom millwork and cabinet work. We give you that education. At the end of your 4 years, as I said before, you receive an associate's degree, you receive a certificate from the UBC stating that you can go anywhere and work within the United States for a collective bargaining agreement. So if work dries up in Indianapolis, you can go out to Denver and work if they have a lot of work out there. And you also receive a certificate from the Department of Labor, which is a federal certificate that says you can go anywhere around the world and work. Now, more education equals more money. In the carpenters, we start you out at $13.62 an hour is the lowest that you'll receive, and at the end of your 4 years, you're going to double your pay. And I don't know of any college that tells you that they can guarantee that your pay will be doubled at the end of your degree. But we're going to double your pay, because you start out at 50% of journeyman scale, and you pay taxes on that. Your union dues are taken out of that, and that also pays for your health and welfare and your benefits. That's a totally separate package than what actually you receive on your check. So $13.62 is what goes in your wallet. Every hour that you work, your contractor pays in toward your fringe benefits. On the non-union side of things, you're going to start out negotiating right off the bat. Maybe you'll make $10 an hour. Okay? 4 years down the road, you might be able to talk them up to $10, $12 an hour, $14 an hour. Very rarely will you ever get up to the $26 an hour range on a non-union side of things unless you are the owner of the company. Non-union also has piecework, which means that they'll come in and tell you, you can spend, or I will pay you 15 cents a square foot to hang all this drywall. So you have to figure out, well, how many square foot do I need to hang this week in order for me to pay my bill? So now we're trying to figure out how much square footage or how many pieces of drywall do I have to hang just to be able to afford things. That's not good. Non-union can also 1099 you, which means they're going to pay you in cash and treat you like a subcontractor. Therefore, they're not carrying workman's comp on you if you get hurt on the job or anything like that. So, a 1099 means at the end of the year, you're going to have to pay Uncle Sam back all the money that you were paid cash. And if you default on that, all of us good tax-paying citizens have to pick that up. Okay, now, lack of benefit. Most of the contractors out there that employ carpenters are employ 10 people or less. Now, 10 people are not going to be able to go to the insurance company and say, we want a group rate of 10 people. On the union side of things, we have 15,000 employees. So they can go to a Anthem or a Blue Cross Blue Shield and ask for a better rate. Again, this rate is not taken from the money out of your pocket, whereas non-union wise, it would be money out of your pocket. Non-union will also not have a pension plan like the union does. Pension means in 30 years of service, I can retire with full benefits, and I will receive a check for every month that I'm alive after I retire. And that money can also go to my wife as well. A 401k, you would have to pay for it out